Thank y'all for tuning back in. It's your channel, Pelican Bay Kennels, giving you that dog news the way I always do. Fair and unbiased. Some like it, some ain't. Thank y'all for hitting the subscribe button. If you haven't hit it yet, go ahead and tap it up. Go ahead and tap it up. Don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here and jump down in the comments. Appreciate all my brothers in the comments. Appreciate all the bulldogs from the east to the west, to the north, to the south, all across the world. Y'all stay positive, y'all stay legal, and let's get into that bulldog news for the night. Alright, now we're going to get into some pit bulls being seized that y'all might want to know about. Y'all might be already know about that I just found out about, you know. Like I said, my radars don't catch them all. But when I catch them and it's not too far away, or it didn't happen too long ago, you know, I put it on the news. Alright, but we'll get to that in a minute. First thing I want to talk about, we was discussing something the other night about your blood. When is a line considered your blood? When is a bloodline considered your blood? All right. Now, I had to sit back and think, because, you know, I said something the other night, but when you think about it, look at it like this, man. We can ask ourselves, how many breedings does it take for that to be your blood? The whole big question is, the whole big thing is, why does it take a breeding for that to be your blood? It didn't take a breeding for that to be any of them guys' blood from back in the days. It's all about the dog, man. Making your dog a name. If you make your dog a name, you bypass all that breeding, all that trying to make this family, make this and make that, make this and make that. You make that dog a name, then everything that comes down off him is considered so-and-so offspring, so-and-so offspring, so-and-so offspring. Yeah, it goes no further than him. We say we can take one cross and make it, that's our line. Two crosses and make it, that's our line. But what about Yellow? That's David Tant's, but he wasn't produced by Tant. But he made a name for the dog. Victor didn't produce Mayday, but it all stops at Mayday because he made a name for the dog. You got to make a name for your dog if you want a bloodline. Not saying that's the only way to do it, but that's the quickest way to do it. You know what I'm saying? The quickest way to do it, make a name for your dog. You know what I'm saying? Every dog that you know right now, no matter what bloodline it is, as far as being famous, any dog that you know that's famous right now, any breed of dog, that's because they made a name for themselves. And their offspring is you know, going off them. You know what I'm saying? It's not going off of their parents and their parents and their parents. You know, if Pelican Bay got a dog named Razor and Razor makes a hellified name for him, then everybody gonna be, you know, talking about that line coming down off Razor. You know, back then that's how it was. Today, y'all all go still, everybody dwell back to whatever Razor off. Oh, it's a Jeep Red Boy dog cross, Jeep Red Boy cross. Like I said before, you can't just cross every Jeep Red Boy dog thinking you're going to get what Razor is, because Razor a Jeep Red Boy dog. You can't do it. Sometimes you just got to bite your pride, bite your tongue, and go over there and breed to that dog. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and breed to him, because, like, look at it. Everybody who got a dog from a good dog man and turned that dog into something, they never worried about, oh, this a Carver dog. You getting dogs off Boomerang. You getting dogs off Bolio. You getting dogs off Jeep. You getting dogs off Chinaman. You getting dogs off Eli. You getting dogs off dogs that made names for themselves. So they didn't care about trying to cross it out this way and say this is my blood. They got dogs who making names for themselves. No make no difference if you top weight puller, you make a name for yourself in that weight puller with that dog make a name for himself, then everybody who breeds to that dog is only breeding to that dog because of that dog, not because of his parents. You know what I'm saying? When anybody who bred a Chinaman, anybody who bred a Yellow, anybody who bred any of them great dogs from in the past, they only bred to the dog because of the dog himself. They didn't breed to any of them dogs because of the parents. You know what I'm saying? They bred to them dogs because them dogs were who they were. You know what I'm saying? today's time, modern times, we breed to the dogs because of the descent, who they coming down off of. You know, the grandparents, the parents, the great grandparents or whatever. But you know, and I can't say I blame anybody for that, because when the laws change, the way of thinking with the game also changes. You know, when folk was just concentrating on the dog back in them days, now they concentrating on the pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, long as you're keeping it legal and legit, I can't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? Can't complain about it. Now, let's talk about keeps real quick. Just jump into something about a keep. We talk about a max out. At your max out, when you done and you ready to go into your confirmation show, you ready to go into your weight pool, or I'm not sure about weight pool, but treadmill race or any type of lure chasing or anything like that. When you get into any type of event where you're going to need a lot of endurance, what's your max out rate? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody max out rate different. And see, back in them days, you know, we can say your dog is this or your dog is that, but a lot of them dog men ain't gonna tell you what they're really afraid of. They're afraid of a lot of different dog men keep. You know what I'm saying? Not just one dog man, certain dog men. Dog men be afraid of different dog men keeps. Oh, I ain't want to mess with him. Oh, I ain't want to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? This is the deal. You got some dog men that max out when they finish, they at 45 minutes. Their dog will max out on the treadmill at 45. You know, and they might feel comfortable with that, and that's all good if that's what's working for you. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, if you really put the one and the two together, you can pretty much see why some folk don't win when they compete or was competing against other folk. If you got one that you working and he maxing out at 45 minutes, and then my max out is 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. That's my max out. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't at 2 to 3, 2 at least. You know what I'm saying? 3, I'm gonna be pushing it, but at least 2. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get that. You know, and the thing is, you gotta work harder than the next man working. You know what I'm saying? If you coming in at 45 max and I'm maxing out in 2.5, going on 3 hours, then we already know what time it's gonna be. Only thing gonna help you if you get a something lucky in. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days, if you got something lucky in, that might help you or something. But other than that, if you have to go to the long haul, I'm not even worried about it. You know, that's a no-brainer. You know, because work is work. You know what I'm saying? Work is work. And and for the ones that say, "Oh man, you just talking," check it out, right? This is what you do. Put him on the mill. He on the mill. Boom. He break out running by himself. As soon as I put him up there, he already start running. I'm about to sit down. You know what I'm saying? And being in these days, there wasn't none of these smartphones where I could sit and watch me a movie on it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to sit and read a book or something like that. So I'll sit there and read me a book for about 30 minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? 30 minutes, time I finish reading the article. All right. Now, he's still running. I'm letting him run at his own pace. We done got 30 minutes in. Now what I'm about to do, get up, jump up and run it, feed the dogs. It's going to take me about 20 minutes. Feed all the dogs. And while this time I'm leaving, so by me leaving, it's making him pick up the pace because he don't see me no more. So now he picking up the pace. I can still hear the mill turning. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't see him, I can still hear the mill turning. So I know he's running. 20 minutes done gone by. 15. I'm going to just take 20 minutes back down to 15. So we at 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We at 45 minutes. Now, when I come back around there, if he's you know, acting like he get a little uninterested in the situation, then I'm going to pick my flirt pole up. Once I pick my flirt pole up, then we're going to go from 45 to an hour. 15 more minutes, from 45 to an hour. Now we're an hour in. All right. Now I'm speaking on the end of my program when it's time for me to start settling down and resting and relaxing. You know, this is my max out. Now we already at an hour. You know what I'm saying? We just pick the flirt pole up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to have 2 or 3 different things for like the excite him, because he'll get bored of something. You know what I'm saying? If he get bored with something, you might have to use something else. You know, and I always have water out there. You know, I don't expect no athlete to run without water. I don't give him no boatload of water. I give him a little bit, lap up in his, get his mouth good and wet, and get some down his tummy and down his throat, get his throat good and wet, and let him keep pushing. I don't let him stop. When I pay attention to him. When he start to look like he's slowing up and I really see his muscles and he done gave it all, I'm gonna slow him down. I'm gonna go ahead and take him off and take him for his walk, cool down. Take him for his cool down walk. Never put him straight directly on the chain. You know what I'm saying? Never put him directly on the chain. Now, let's get on to the business. All right. I got one question for all my doggers out there, all my bulldog men, women, young adults, you know what I'm saying? Seniors. I just can't figure this out, right? I'm trying to figure something out. Why when a brother or sister go out in the yard, see they have a deceased dog on the yard, no matter what breed it is, why isn't the first thing you do, if you're not going to have a special funeral for that dog, because it might be a special to the family, you got kids and stuff, you want to have a little service for them, a little funeral or something like that, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's totally understandable. But how can you walk away and leave a dead dog on your yard, knowing it's a dead dog on your yard that need to be moved? Now, a lot of you brothers get caught up, and I can't argue the fact that right or wrong or this and that, when you get caught on with dead dogs in your yard. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Dogs die from millions of ways. Snake bites, poison, old age, anything. You see a dog dead, start making arrangements the moment he died, the moment you notice he dead. Now, if you're out of town for a week, somebody's taking care of your dogs. If you got your dogs on feeders or something, or however the program is, or, maybe it's an excuse or something then. But for the most part, I don't know why, and I can't see how brothers leave a dead dog on your yard, knowing there's a dead dog on your yard, and go to the gas station, go to anything, knowing there's a dead dog on your yard. You can't leave them back there, oh man, so-and-so dead. Man, that joker back there dead, man. You talking to your boys, man. Old Roscoe back there dead, man. I gotta go back there and bury him, man. He done been back there 3 days. He done been back there. I gotta go back there and bury him, man, before he starts stinking up and maggots and stuff start getting at him and all. Listen here, man. I can't argue and saying, them folk railroading you, them folk doing this or them folk doing that when you getting caught with dead dogs on your yard. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But check it out, right? All us, we, in this YouTube stuff, we watch each other videos and we get to know each other and we feel like we know each other even if we haven't met each other different times. You know what I'm saying? But what I come to find out is, in the month of December 2022, one of the brothers that was on dog talk shows, got his dog confiscated. And I never heard anything about it, or anybody saying anything about it. You know what I'm saying? I just seen it on the news. You know what I'm saying? I just seen it on the news. Brother David E. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother. Just seen you on the news. If you want to tell about what happened or anything or what's what, all I know is the article said you had a dead dog, my brother. They said you had a dead dog. And, it is what it is. It is what it is. Play the article.
Fairfield deputies have arrested a man on multiple dogfighting charges. He's 42-year-old David Irving. Investigators say he was arrested in connection with a complaint about a malnourished dog inside a home. Animal Control says they found multiple dogs who had been poorly treated, along with evidence that the dogs had been used in dogfighting operations. Irving is now being held in the Fairfield County Jail.
Now, y'all quick to say, Pelican Bay down on the brother, or Pelican Bay talking about this. Listen here, man. I want to ask you something, man. I want to ask you something, right? Anybody who got dogs, for one, if you don't want no cock cities around your yard, you don't want no parvo around your yard. You don't want no viruses around your yard, right? Like, just in my head, leaving a dead dog laying around making me think it's something gonna pop up on my yard just to destroy my whole yard. Just leaving a dead dog down there, you know what I'm saying? Man, it might be some kind of Ebola shit come up. Man, I gotta get this either shit buried or get this shit wherever, you know, wherever I'm gonna put it at. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can't leave them laying in the yard. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. You can only expect what you get when you do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can only expect that. Like, and if you like your dogs, like, that's why I say, and that's why I talk trash and say, shout out to all my bulldogs. But I see by certain people's actions that back in my days, I would have got in your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't upkeep your dogs enough. You know what I'm saying? You want to do all this bam, but your upkeep ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got enough upkeep to talk about running with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of them things, man. Take care of them. And that is more than just food and water. You know what I'm saying? All the way around. Then we got dead dogs. We got bacteria forming. We got vultures coming. You know what I'm saying? Bringing whatever they bring. We got anything that draws to a dead carcass. You know what I'm saying? Coming to a dead dog. And you want to leave that on your yard around all your great dogs. You really do. Alright. And then if you out chilling with your friends or something and then somebody give you a call, say, yo man, I think police at your house or something. First thing you gonna say in your head, oh shit, I got the dead dog, I gotta move the dead dog. So my question is, why you didn't damn man move the dead dog? To any dog, brother. This ain't the one, this to any of them that when they come mess with you about your dogs, you got a dead dog on the yard. Now if the dog just died, now I can understand that. But 9.5 of the 10 people that got caught with dead dogs, none of them just died. Out of 10, 9.5 of them was already dead. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I just know you can't scream folk messing with you when you're messing with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're messing with yourself. I ain't gonna lie to you. A dead dog on a yard only means one thing in my eyes: you ain't taking care of your dogs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking care of them. You know, you ain't paying attention to them. You ain't doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because no man, when a real dog man go about his day and he thinking about his yard while he ain't there, he don't want to be thinking about no damn dead dog that's laid out there that he ain't moved yet. You know what I'm saying? No, man. No. Nuh-uh. And you ain't gonna make me, you know what I'm saying, feel like, oh, I'm saying something wrong or oh this or oh that. Listen, man. Listen. This ain't got nothing to do with no fighting. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody doing nothing illegal. This got something to do with one thing. Why the hell y'all ain't removing them dead dogs from your yard? I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all here too long. Just making it quick again tonight. You know what I'm saying? Making it quick again tonight. Oh, and like I say, shout out to all my folk that came and rocked with me in the live last night. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll be getting Mr. Joe up soon for a good interview. We got some good interviews coming. You know what I'm saying? Got some good interviews coming, man. But y'all stay safe for the night. Keep bulldogging. Y'all stay legal out there. And remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not going to write a disclaimer because a lot of y'all don't read. You know what I'm saying? You don't read. So I'm not going to write a disclaimer up here, put it in the front and be like, oh, I know they don't read it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell you, we talk about these stories in these books. We talk about these magazines. We talk about this old stuff that some of us maybe did. But if your ass go out there 2023, you know what I'm saying, and do anything that them folks saying is illegal today, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's your ass. you know, and it is what it is, you know. Don't be stupid, you know. Learn how to look at. You don't watch every Al Pacino movie you watch, and you go out there and try to live like Al Pacino, or every Robert De Niro movie you watch, you go out there and try to do what Robert De Niro do. No, then listen a little bit of pit bull stuff, and don't go out there and try to do the stuff you listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff you listen to is from times when none of that stuff was illegal, times when all of that stuff was pay tickets, pay fines, little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. Now, whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? You take the wrong or you can take the right. It's your choice. You wrong, do what you're going to do. PBK9s, I'm out.